folks. Welcome to another episode of Dan and Derek Show. Dan, what are we reacting to today?
We are watching and reacting to the new Mutants trailer.
That's right. So the New Mutants is really weird that this just kind of came out of nowhere, as far as I know. I mean, I didn't hear anything about it. So for those of you who aren't familiar, the trailer for the New Mutants movie came out like 2 years ago or something. It was a while back. And it was really interesting because at the time, I haven't seen this one yet.
Yeah.
Neither one of us have. But at the time, the trailer was like a horror movie type of trailer.
Right.
And so I'm wondering if it's going to keep that vibe, because now, you know, the Fox movie division got bought by Marvel, Disney, whatever you want to call it. And so it's so interesting, though, because a lot of people thought that this was just going to go into development limbo. It's just going to either disappear off the face of the planet, or it was going to be silently released and then just let go to die a slow death on DVD. Even though it has, like, you know, it's got Maisie Williams in it and such, who's a really big star, because it's one of those things that Disney Marvel don't do. You know, their Marvel movies, their comic book movies, are very much mainstream, family friendly. You don't have horror movies or anything else off genre like that. So this just came out of nowhere. So I'm really excited and interested to see where they're going to go with this, and you know, what kind of push they're going to give this. You know, because like if we see this and it says it comes out next week, we know they're just going to let it die. I mean, just, you know.
Well, you know, and I'm a little bit excited to see this movie too, because I was a little bit of a comic book nerd back in the day, and so yeah, and the New Mutants were one of my comic books that I liked. So Cannonball and all that crew. And I'm interested to see who's in this movie, and if they're true to their powers that you see in the comic books, and kind of the you know, I expected it to be that sort of feel maybe, but then when I saw the original trailer that had that kind of horror element, I was like, oh, this is interesting. This could be a good twist, you know. So I can't wait to see.
All right. Well, without further ado, Dan, let's go ahead and hit start.
All right, let's do it.
What's the last thing you remember, Danny?
I guess they're keeping the horror theme.
Yeah.
The reason you survived is because you're a very uncommon girl. You're not alone. Not anymore. Do you know what mutants are? Would anyone like to share their first time? Rain?
I was 13. I thought it was a dream. I just lost control.
Sam?
I started panicking.
Nice.
People
God,
died.
who is it?
Yeah, I love his
Roberto?
character.
My girlfriend had a partner.
Liliana?
I killed 18 men, one by one. This isn't a hospital, it's a cage.
It's important we find out your power so we can help you get better.
I saw something. I don't think she wanted me to see. I don't think we're here to get better.
This race takes your greatest fear and makes you live through it until it kills you.
Who's there?
We can get out of this together.
All right.
All right, so that looks really good.
Well, it does. It does. I've already got in my mind what I think the plot of this movie is.
Well, I mean,
And
they
so
kind of spelled it out for you.
Well,
I mean,
I don't know. I think there's going to be some twists there. And
there's
everything.
always going to be twists. Though.
Yeah, but I think I kind of see what the twist is. I won't go into it, I guess. Now, this is not that type of review, I don't think.
Yeah. Is this something taken from the comics, you think?
No, but I think that, at least that I remember, it's not. But I think that there's a theme here that you see in a lot of movies as far as what's going on and what's really happening. And I think that's what we're seeing here, is we're seeing here things that they think that are happening. Yeah. I'll put it that way. Okay, and but it's great to see the characters. Sam, I think, was Cannonball, and then the other guy, he was Sunspot, and then Rain, she's like a werewolf. So it has the original characters that I really like. So I'm excited for that. To see what their how they use their powers and things like that. Because the thing about the New Mutants that were interesting is they had they're not like the older mutants, to where they have like their powers are. First of all, they're not developed, right? So they're not trained yet, really, and that's why they were the New Mutants. They were being trained, and but to me, their powers were like very powerful, but not great. They didn't know how to use them. They're uncontrollable, that sort of thing. And so that was part of the interesting part of it, was they had these powers that were just like, in some way, they kind of sucked a little bit, And so it made it a little bit more interesting to me, but it may be just because they didn't have the training. But it'll be interesting if they can develop this and keep that sort of thing going, to where maybe you see this development in the character and in their powers in future movies, if they decide to do that.
Yeah, I'm glad that they stayed with the horror movie thing, because a lot of people were like, well, if Marvel takes over and they end up releasing it, they're going to get rid of the horror theme, because there was talks about reshoots and everything. That's part of the reason that it never came out when they were originally planning for it to. Because, I mean, if you see this and you've seen Maisie Williams anytime in the last, year or two, this is obviously several years ago when this film was shot. Or at least the majority of these scenes. It looks like some of those she might have reshot when she was older, but still, it looks like Marvel came in and they says, you know what? We like the bones that we got here, and we're just gonna put some meat on them and kind of structure it up. And I really like that. Yeah. I want to see a Marvel Studios horror movie, and hopefully, because I don't know if you knew this, Dan. They just announced they're doing Deadpool 3.
Okay.
Marvel's doing Deadpool 3.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, exactly.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens under Disney, though.
So Marvel is branching out, it seems, into the more adult-themed genre, whereas, like I said, their main Avengers MCU.
So are we going to see an adult theme park? Anyway.
Yes, they call it Star Wars World. But so it looks like. So I'm excited. I'm hoping that this is a new thing for Marvel, where they're going to go and start taking a little more risks than they have been. I don't just mean with like, I mean more like branching out into different genres. I want to see more, horror movies. I want to see westerns. I want to see, we get straight action movies, but when's the last time that we had I was gonna say a good spy movie, but we had Civil War, and then we got Black Widow coming up. So I guess those definitely. But man, this looks great.
Yeah, I think it looks really good. I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
So far, they've got me interested.
Yes. Rating on it, I'm gonna give that an 8.
I'll give it I'm giving it a 7.
A 7? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull you down to a 7.5.
Okay. So, all right, 7.5. That's fair. That's not fair. It's not the greatest trailer I've ever seen in my life, but it was definitely good, definitely interesting.
Yeah.
It got me wanting to
go
see
more.
it. I want to see the movie.
Yeah. So far, so it depends on how, of course, what comes out next, what the buzz ends up being, and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But so far, they've got me interested.
So, all right. Any final thoughts?
I think I'm good.
All right. All right, folks. 7.5 out of 10, and keep an eye on this channel. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the alarm bell so you're notified whenever we upload brand new material. We are doing reactions also to The Mandalorian and Hunter x Hunter, and we're trying to do reactions to Naruto, but we're having issues with the Naruto, so we'll have to see about that. And check out our new series that's just me flying solo, which is Epic Rap Battles of History Explained. All right, have a good rest of the day.